everybody, it's Dee Dee. I'm back again. I'm here at Brown Girl Creating to do my next roll of videos for No Sew November 2025 that's being hosted by Meg Journals. I will link her channel in the description box. If you have any questions or if you want to join, you can go there for info. So I am going to be doing the prompts from days 6 to days 10, I think it is. So we're going to get started with our first day, which is day 6. And day 6, I think it was hidden message. Yeah. So now this one I did using some invisible ink from Herbin. It's called Phosphorescent Luminescent Ink by Herbin. And this is what it looks like if you're not familiar with it. You have to be very careful. This is highly poisonous. You should not ingest this at all. So you can see it gets kind of thick and it winds up on the bottom of the bottle. But I just quickly use one of my, the bottoms of my glass spoons. And I kind of stir it a bit to get the bottom to kind of mix with the rest of the ink. And it comes out and it's this invisible ink. So, of course, you cannot see it unless it's in the dark. So I am going to add right here a picture so that you can see it. Okay, as you could see, the message says, "Welcome to No Sew November," written in invisible ink within these windows. So that's what I decided to do for day 6 for hidden message. So now we have day 7 is torn edges. So I persisted on and did this collage using just scraps that I have. I have a couple of bags of scraps that I keep around, and I just kind of like grabbed a few of the ones that I found that were interesting and used it to make this collage. So they come from various different things. So this is, I think this is Polish. I think one of my pen pals sent me some paper with Polish writing on it. That's Polish writing. This was from a vintage kit that I had gotten a long time ago. This is from a map, an old map that I had around the house. This is from a bag. So there's still lots of little things here to make this kind of, sedate little collage. Nothing, over the top. All right. So the next one is painted pages. So I did this for painted pages. Now, painted pages, what I did was I used some white paper and I used a roller. And the roller is what I used it has like a foam on the end. And I use this to make this kind of smudged looking ink. And I use these colors so that it would kind of mix to be this purple. So once I did that on 2 sheets, then I persisted to cut them up. So I had one big piece, which you see is the background. And then the other pieces come from another page. Just so you can see a little bit of the page, there was this one right here. You can see a little bit of it here. The other one I completely used up. So, yeah. Now, if you want to know the roller, it looks like this. This is just a sponge with a roller like this. This is a pack that I had picked up the last time I was in Cultura here, which is kind of a place where I can get some craft things. And this had a roller with 2 extra rollers in case you need to change. So that's what I used to get this kind of muted look, which I really like. And what I did also was, once I cut everything up and put on top to make another collage, I used my hole punch to punch these holes in here. And then I kept the punched holes and I added them to my collage. And that's how I got that look. And I really, really, really like it. I think it's the way that the colors have muted is so, so good. I like it. I like it a lot. All right. The next one was patchwork parts. All right. So patchwork parts. Now this is what I did. I used, this was in the Louise Carmen newspaper from when I got my journal. And they had these patchwork looking pieces there. So here's one that's left over that I did not use, which was the Eiffel Tower. And I basically used that as a patchwork because that's what it looks like. It looks like it's like been sewn around. And I just added the names of the objects in French around in white and added this Paris sticker. And then I just outlined it in white. And I really like it. I think it's cute. It's simple. It's, you know, like a little play on this idea of patchwork. So I really like that one. All right. Then the next one we had, which is the last one, is called Mixed Materials. And this is what I came up with for Mixed Materials. And I really enjoyed doing this one. So here you have, I think this is 3-ply paper towel that had been tea dyed. So here's part of it that was not used. So you can see kind of what it looked like. Really nicely done, this tea dyed one that I did. And then I used a bit of a cardboard box. I used a piece of paper that was painted brown. I used a little bit of this edging and I made another little twisty medallion. I added a yellow button and more paper. And this right here is baking paper. And I love how the baking paper, it mixes with the paper towel and then next to this, you know, cardboard paper. I really like this. I think it's done really well. It's like it's very well balanced, even though it is in these very muted brown colors. I really, really like how it's turned out. So those are all of my creations for No Sew November between the days of the 6th and the 10th. Stay tuned. I'll be back to do the 11th to the 15th, and I'll be back either on the 15th or the 16th, depending on my work schedule. So that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching. Please comment below and let me know if you're doing No Sew November so I can follow your endeavors in this challenge, and we can talk about the prompts. I will be back really soon. Bye-bye.